Max Verstappen's warning to Formula One, and why 2026 could decide his future. Imagine waking up to the headline, Max Verstappen may leave Formula One sooner than expected. Sounds dramatic, but it's exactly what the reigning superstar implied. According to Verstappen, his future beyond 2026 depends entirely on one thing: whether the new regulations produce a car that is enjoyable to drive. If the 2026 machines are alive, responsive, and allow drivers to influence performance through instinct and skill, Max says he'll honor his contract until 2028 with Red Bull. If the category becomes rigid, over-engineered, and dominated by energy calculations rather than driving expression, he won't hesitate to walk away. Not in a few years, immediately. And that statement carries weight. Verstappen speaks directly, acts accordingly, and has never lived for records. Becoming world champion was his goal. Everything after that, for him, is a bonus. This puts Formula One in front of a mirror. Can the sport evolve technologically without losing the essence that makes racing compelling? Crossroads of 2026, and why Verstappen's warning matters. Verstappen enters the prime of his career, a rare blend of speed, maturity, and race-reading intelligence. He is now a complete driver, one who understands nuance, tire evolution, aerodynamic feel, and strategic timing. This is why the regulation shift carries such intensity. If Formula One gets it right, it retains its most magnetic star. If it gets it wrong, it risks losing the protagonist who turns every Sunday into an event. So why is 2026 causing so much noise? On paper, the rules aim for efficiency and innovation. More hybrid dependence, stricter energy usage, more emphasis on electrical deployment. A modern step. In practice, many fear it will reduce the influence of driver instinct, making the limit dependent not on daring, creativity, or bravery, but on invisible engineering. Formula One has always worked best when technology and spectacle advanced together, when the driver remained central to the show. Verstappen sits exactly in that tension point. He wants cars that encourage attacking, cars with rear-end communication, cars that are predictable enough to trust, but challenging enough to excite. He wants racing that rewards feel, not only simulation. Fans want side-by-side battles, comebacks, strategy gambles, not constraint. Teams want stability and performance. The FIA wants safety, cost control, and sustainability. The balancing point is razor thin. If regulations tilt too far toward numbers and restrictions, the emotional spark fades. And this is why Verstappen's warning resonates beyond personal preference. He's voicing what many in the paddock and the grandstands already feel. 2026 disappoints. Verstappen's alternative path is already clear. If Formula One loses its appeal, Verstappen won't pause. He won't take a sabbatical. He won't see how it feels later. He has said openly, if he leaves for good. And that changes everything, because endurance racing and GT machinery already fascinate him. Nürburgring 24 hours, long-distance challenges, and the world of multi-class strategy all align with the qualities Max values: consistency, traffic management, psychological endurance, aggression applied with intelligence. Endurance offers calmer calendars, more freedom, and more time with family, something Verstappen values immensely. It allows him to choose projects rather than be consumed by the relentless travel of Formula One. This is not retirement. It is repositioning, racing by choice, not obligation. What happens to Formula One without Verstappen? Remove the most dominant figure of the era, and F1 enters a transitional period without a central icon to carry narratives. Hamilton and Alonso approach the end of their careers. Young talents exist but establishing a new superstar demands storylines, rivalries, and years of consistency. Fans connect emotionally to dominant figures because they create antagonists, elevate rivalries, and amplify the meaning of every detail. A vacuum can inspire reinvention, but only if racing is strong, competition is balanced, and strategy produces drama rather than confusion. And that is the opportunity. 2026 can be the moment Formula One redefines itself in the best way, or risks diluting its emotional core. What Verstappen is really asking for? Not nostalgia, not a return to the past, but a modern compromise, technology and racing coexisting, engineering and instinct aligned, strategy and improvisation both allowed to matter. Drivers want cars that communicate through the fingertips. Fans want visible talent to make a difference. Teams want rules that encourage creativity rather than restrict it. If 2026 prioritizes intelligent energy management without strangling the art of racing, the sport wins. Verstappen stays by choice. New stars rise with room to breathe. And Formula One retains its identity. Driver at the center, technology as an ally, racing as spectacle. The ideal outcome is simple. A 2026 season that makes us hold our breath, replay the fights, and reconnect with what makes motorsport electric. Because ultimately, the debate isn't just about keeping a champion. It's about protecting the soul of Formula One. Verstappen's warning is a call for courage. Rules that encourage attack, moments on the limit, and strategies that amplify drama rather than reduce it. If 2026 gets this balance right, the grid grows stronger. The public becomes more engaged, and the sport keeps its leading star out of passion, not obligation. If it fails, Formula One risks losing much more than a name. It risks losing the emotional connection that makes every lap matter. Now I want to hear from you. Do you think Verstappen stays or goes? And what must the 2026 regulations include to keep the racing alive? Let's discuss.